This is Adam, and he suffers from gout. Try Ural. It helps to prevent crystallization of uric acid crystals in gout therapy. Ural, effective urinary alkalinizer for gout.
Good evening, I'm Prasad and this is KiniNews. All eyes were on the Shah Alam Sessions Court today as KK Mart's leadership faced trial over allegations of religious insensitivity surrounding the sale of the controversial socks.
KK Mart convenience store chain founder Chai Kee Kan, along with his wife Loh Siew Mui, both company directors, faced trial at the Shah Alam Sessions Court this morning, charged with deliberately hurting religious sentiments. The charges stem from the controversial socks featuring the word Allah sold at a KK Mart outlet in Selangor. Under Section 298 of the Penal Code, which addresses offences related to causing religious offence, the accused could face 1 year imprisonment, fines or both. Additionally, 3 directors of Xinjiang Chang Senduran Berhad, the supplier of the socks to KK Mart, namely Goh Li Hui, So Hui San and So Chin Huat, were charged with abetting KK Mart under Section 109 of the Penal Code, along with Section 298. Section 109 specifies that the punishment for abetting a crime aligns with the penalties for the actual offence. All accused parties, including KK Mart and Xinjiang Chang, pleaded not guilty to the charges brought against them. Meanwhile, Rajpal Singh, one of the defence lawyers representing KK Mart and its 2 directors, believes they have a good chance of winning the case.
Let the court decide. The police have done their job. The prosecution itself prosecutes them under Section 293 of the Penal Code, and let the due process of justice takes its place. So everyone out there should just leave it to the courts now. The due process of the law. Thank you. That's all you can say.
It takes a special kind of person to resort to violence, especially in the form of a petrol bomb, but perhaps even more special for failing to ignite it.
At approximately 5 a.m. today, a petrol bomb was thrown at a KK Mart convenience store located in Bidor, Perak. Fortunately, the bomb landed in an empty area in front of the outlet at Jalan Bruseh and failed to ignite, resulting in no injuries, reported China Press. Store employees promptly alerted authorities upon discovering the incident, according to the Daily. This attack follows boycott demands against the convenience store chain, sparked by the sale of socks bearing the word Allah at one of its outlets in Bandar Sunway, Selangor. The attack comes just a day after Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail warned people to not take matters into their own hands. He stressed that in a country governed by laws, such matters should be handled by the police.
Did no one listen to the Home Minister yesterday about not being vigilantes? More on that later, but first, you are not P. Diddy. Good means your homes aren't being raided by federal agents in the US for alleged sex trafficking, which means you can sign up for the Kini Morning Brief. Scan the QR code on screen and sign up now for free.
Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail has warned that those who took matters into their own hands in the Allah socks controversy will also be investigated. At a Breaking Fast program in Putrajaya yesterday, he said in a country with laws, the police are the enforcers of the law and people must not take unilateral action against others.
Mana kita takkan sekali-sekali membenarkan mana-mana pihak mengambil tindakan berasaskan kepada mengambil tindakan di tangan mereka sendiri. Ya. Kalau keadaan begitu berlaku, sistem negara kita nak jadi apa? Okey. Jadi saya percaya di kalangan warga Malaysia yang waras, yang tahu tentang prinsip kedaulatan undang-undang, pengiktirafan yang paling legitimate sebagai enforcement agencies hanya polis di dalam Malaysia.
Saifuddin admitted it was a big issue but said the government wants to move on while the case is being handled according to the due process. Last Friday, a 35-year-old man was sentenced to 6 months in jail and fined 12,000 ringgit for posting offensive Facebook comments poking fun at the Allah socks controversy. The day before, a 33-year-old in Sabah was also sentenced to 6 months jail and fined 15,000 ringgit over a similar act. In both cases, the individuals were doxed online, confronted in person and forced to apologize.
KK Mart had ambitious aspirations of being listed on the stock exchange, but now most of those dreams have been dashed, and it's seeking millions in damages.
KK Supermart and Superstore Sendirian Berhad has taken legal action against local supplier Sin Chian Chang Sendirian Berhad and its director So Chin Huat. The legal action is for providing socks bearing the Allah inscription. The lawsuit, filed at the High Court in Shah Alam, seeks damages totaling over 38 million ringgit for brand harm and a failed stock exchange listing. The convenience store chain's lawyer, David Gurupatham, confirmed the filing, asserting that the supplier unlawfully disrupted KK Supermart's business. The lawsuit demands compensation for losses, including 10.5 million ringgit for brand damage and 20.3 million ringgit due to the aborted stock exchange listing. Additionally, KK Supermart seeks other damages with the court to assess the total. In its claim, KK Supermart alleges that Sin Chian Chang supplied arm covers but illicitly displayed and sold the controversial socks at the Bandar Sunway branch, contrary to their agreement. In a parallel development, both KK Mart and Sin Chian Chang Sendirian Berhad are set to face charges today for causing religious offence related to the contentious socks.
Malaysia lost a legend today, and most of us knew her as Aunty Bersih.
Anne Ui, better known as Aunty Bersih, has passed away, aged 78. A former English teacher, she took to the streets in the heart of KL together with tens of thousands of fellow Malaysians in the Bersih 2.0 rally in 2011 to call for free and fair elections. In a tribute to Ui, in a post on X this morning, the electoral reform group said she represented thousands, if not millions, of ordinary Malaysians who cared about the nation enough to speak up and do something when things were not right. It also highlighted the iconic image of Aunty Bersih dressed in a bright yellow t-shirt and holding white chrysanthemums drenched in chemical-laced water outside the Tung Shin Hospital, calling it the defining image of the Bersih 2.0 rally. The iconic image earned her the nickname the Malaysian Lady of Liberty and a Facebook following as well. Ui later admitted that she was stunned by the sudden attention she was getting online after the image went viral. In an exclusive interview with Malaysia Kini, the Penangite said that performances at the Five Arts Centre were an awakening moment about what was going on in the country. Her daughter, Petra Petley, said on Facebook that Ui was in the intensive care unit of a hospital abroad 2 days ago. The doctors took off the life support system around 6 p.m. yesterday.
Lawyer Zaid Malik slams Putrajay's alleged reliance on race, religion and royalty as justification for maintaining an antiquated law. Here's more on that.
Lawyers for Liberty has urged the government to stop using race, religion and royalty to justify the continued existence of the Sedition Act 1948. In a statement today, its director, Zaid Malik, said, for this government, it seems that 3R has become the excuse for every infringement of civil liberties. He claimed that every broken promise of reform is justified on grounds of 3R. Zaid added this excuse is a deception upon the people. He said this in response to Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail, who said that the Cabinet had 2 weeks ago given the green light to initiate the process of amending the Sedition Act to help the government curtail the provocations of 3R. Zaid added that the Sedition Act was an antiquated and draconian colonial-era legislation that has threatened personal and political freedom in the country. He stressed that Putrajaya should not use the royal institution as well as race and religion to justify the law's continued existence. He said it is an appalling betrayal for the Harapan-led government to refuse to repeal the Sedition Act now that they are in power. He pointed out that they had promised to do so while in the opposition for so long. He said their previous position on the Sedition Act contained no reservations about protecting the royals, race or religion, and there is no reason for that stance to change now that they are in power. He said changing that stance now is just hypocrisy and cynical opportunism.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.